Hello, welcome back to Scoop Time with Tay. I want to say thank you for clicking on this video, and if you're new here or if you just haven't done it yet, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can comment at the end, but don't forget to do it, okay? So today we're here to talk about Forex, the foreign exchange trading system. Okay, Forex, I just know that's what they call it. Anyways, so we're here to talk about Forex and my experience with that. Try to hurry up and get to the meat and the grits, or whatever they say, meat and potatoes. That's what it is. I'm trying to hurry up and get to that. But before I do get started, I do have to make a disclaimer. For you people that's in Forex, you Forex people, let me remind you, this ain't that. Don't come for me, okay? If you do decide to watch this video, remember, this is just my experience on why it didn't work for me, okay? Everybody don't have the same experience, and I make them know. My channel is for me to tell people my experience with things and how it went for me and what I liked and what I didn't like. That's what this channel is for. So don't come for me, because some of y'all can be real aggressive and ain't even that serious. If I don't call your name out personally, then don't take it to heart, okay? All right? Great, but that's only if some Forex people watch it. Who knows? Anyways, but you know I gotta get started. I gotta have my intro, so let's get into that. If you don't know what Forex is, it's the foreign exchange market. So that's where you're trading your currency, basically. So you're trading the US dollar for a different currency like pesos, euros, etc., etc. Because you know how our money is valued differently than their money, and so on. But yeah, so that's basically what it is. Anyways, so I really just wanted to go into a little detail of how I got started, and we're gonna go into the dislikes and why I stopped. So first off, I only did it for like 2 months, and that was last year. I started last year around May or June, and I had just graduated, and it had came to me like a couple times talking about Forex. So I'm like, cool. Remind you, for me, my ultimate goal had for a long time, for years now, I wanted to trade in the stock market. But since people was talking to me about Forex, I was like, it could give me a good, stepping stone to learning about graphs and stuff like that, how to read it. And it did. It did help me becoming familiar with graphs and charts and stuff like that, and reading, different things. It did. So I just decided to, do it. I talked to a person who was in it, and they proceeded to tell me to get on this Zoom call or whatever. On this Zoom call, they pretty much break down everything, break down what the foreign exchange market is, and just what you'll be doing, and how they give you signals. Now, signals are things where they tell you pretty much when to get in, when to get out, and how much you should do, and all of that, how much you should be trading, and all of that. So that's pretty much what they give you. I hope that I could say that. I don't know if that was supposed to be I don't know. I don't think so, but yeah, I did that. And then they tell you, after you get off of that, you pretty much talk to the person who's trying to recruit you. Okay, so the person who was trying to recruit me was telling me just, how you should recruit, like once you starting, you should recruit like 2 people, so you won't have to pay a fee. Okay, so it is a fee. You have to get on an online brokerage account, and then you go into the website. And this website, it teaches you, it has like little lessons on there, lesson plans and stuff like that on there, which I did go through. Like, I have a whole, this is my notebook that I had, and I was taking notes. Like, I was taking notes. I took it serious, because I was like, I'm just trying to really see, but if I do something, I'm going to put my all into it. So that's what I did. So I went ahead and paid to start off, I paid $225, and then each month from there it was $164. Now they do have different plans that you can do. I think that was the least expensive one, and I guess the more expensive ones give you access to more things than the one that I had paid for. So before they had recruited me, they had said, like, okay, you do have to recruit 2 people so you wouldn't have to pay the fee, the $164 a month, basically. And so, of course, I just got out of college. I ain't trying to pay that, but I was kind of like, I got to do it. But how they had put it was like, okay, you know, we will help you get the 2 people or whatever. So I took it differently than what they had meant, and that was on me for not asking for clarification. Like when you say help, I took it as, okay, if I can't find people, you know, somebody come to you, you will help me, you know, so I wouldn't have to pay the fee, because I'm like, I'm just coming in. I don't even, how am I supposed to recruit somebody right? But when they said that, I was like, oh, okay, because again, I took it wrong. So I'm assuming they was going to help me actually get the people. Okay, so I started after I had got the brokerage account. After I did all that, and the brokerage account actually took me longer than some people. So I was like asking the person who recruited me, I'm like, how do you do this and third? Okay, I finally got it, and they put you in this little Telegram group and stuff like that. So this is the thing, there are subgroups within a bigger group, basically. So, you know, it could be a whole group, and then there are subgroups of other people recruiting our other groups within that whole group. I hope I'm making sense with that. Okay, so I'm in a subgroup, and we have our own Telegram. Then you're in another one with all the signals and all that stuff. Like, but the thing about it was, it's huge. It's a lot of people, and people are constantly recruiting, because guess what? This is how you don't have to pay the fee. You're constantly recruiting, and you get some money. I think after eventually, I don't know as soon as you recruit, but eventually when you get to a certain amount of people, you start to get some money out of it, of course. So I'm like, okay. My main focus was learning to do it on my own, not the recruiting. I was like, I'm not that type. And the person who brought me in was like, some people do it for recruiting, some people do it for the trading. I wanted to be the one that did it for the trading. So I said, I'm gonna see. I put in $100 into it starting it off, and I was like, I'm gonna see if I can build this up, then I will start investing more and all this stuff. But if I lose this money, I'm just gonna stop. And so eventually, of course, I noticed like some of my questions I was asking, the person who recruited me didn't know themselves, because they were fairly new too. That's the thing I didn't like. You want me to recruit somebody, but I don't know yet what I'm doing. I still can't do this, but I'm supposed to, as soon as I get in, start recruiting. So I'm like, okay, but the person couldn't really help me that much. So you would get in a Telegram and, you know, try to ask questions in there. Sometimes people would answer, but not like in the extent that I needed it to be answered, because guess what? Like, it was no one, you know what I'm saying? Like, I needed some one-on-one kind of things, because they also had trainings though. They did have trainings, weekly trainings. But the thing about the trainings was, since new people are coming in, what's gonna happen is, it's gonna start getting repetitive. So they're gonna have to start going back over the basics, because there's new people coming in, and I'm like, I don't need that. I need to know how I'm gonna do this on my own, and that wasn't what was happening. So I'm like, so I was kind of getting upset, and so I was going on YouTube, taking notes there too. I was trying to look on outside sources, just really trying to dig deep. I will say, now, I did try some trading on my own. Did I do it to the, just like, no. I did their signals in it, but the thing about their signals, it's not guaranteed. It's not, I mean, even if you was in the stock market, I'm not saying that, you know, it's just them, but it's not going to be guaranteed, of course. But it was the fact that consistently when I would get the signals, the ones that, because I was starting to get run low on my money, because I'm like, okay, I went up a little bit, but it wasn't enough to make a big impact. But then I'm like, okay, then I would lose, because, okay, I done put in y'all signals, and the signals I chose to, or the ones I caught, because I can't be on my phone 24/7. I was doing other things. So the signals that I caught, those wasn't doing well. what am I supposed to do? And again, I only put 100 in. So after 2 months, yes, I got down to like $8. By that time, I was like, it's over. And by that time, I was kind of upset because I'm like, I'm not getting the type of training I need and stuff like that. And then the lessons online that I was doing from the little website that you're paying for, that was kind of still like the basics on what you need to know, terminology, stuff like that. But it wasn't like still teaching me how to do it by myself. I need strategy. Is what I was looking for. I'm like, I need some strategy on how can I know when, but the thing is, and this is the difference for me with stocks. Currency changes. It's changing every single second. Every single second. For instance, I went to the Dominican a couple years ago, and I could go to the store in 1 minute. My money is worth 5 of my dollars might be worth 1 of their pesos. I think they have pesos. And then the next day we go and I'm like, I thought you said this, but it has changed. Now 7 of my dollars is worth 1 of their pesos. You get what I'm saying? So it changes that quick, like each day. Like it's changing. So it's just hard to kind of, I'm like, I can't figure out how I'm supposed to, really grasp this because it's constantly changing. And I'm like, the strategies I'm trying isn't it, because eventually you got to try the strategies yourself, because how else are you going to learn to do it by yourself if you don't ever try it? So I was just like, but like I said, I wasn't going to the extent of just, like, no. I was not doing that. I was literally doing their signals, which should have still gave me some money, and mine. And I wasn't barely doing mine because I was like, I ain't comfortable with it. And they do have a tester account, a demo account. So I was in my demo account for a while too, where it's not real money. It's like it shows money, but it's not really real money that you're trading. It's like that. So I didn't just jump in, just was like, no. I really was trying to take my time with it. Yeah, I just kind of got irritated with it. And I was just like, I'm not okay with the communication. I'm not okay with not knowing what I'm doing, and it's getting hard. So I kind of gradually fell off, and I was out of money at that point. And I said I gave myself to see what $100 would take me by doing what they said, doing their signals and all of that, and doing the trainings and the online stuff. Like, I'm like, I just didn't have the money to keep giving to them at times. So, or I just didn't want to, put it like that. So communication was a big thing to me too, that I didn't have nobody to walk me step by step too. But the person who brought me in as well had fell off because of other things. They had to fall off. So now I really don't know, because I don't know nobody who doing it at the time. So I was just like, okay. Again, the reason why I prefer stocks, because this is a big thing when it comes to Forex and stocks. I don't care, do what you want to do, but the reason why I prefer stocks is because of the fact that I can do my research on stocks, because I know they say that Forex is $1 trillion thing and stock market is $1 billion or something like that. But this is my thing about the stock market, okay? I can do my research on companies, I can, if the company been increasing each year for 5 years or something like that, most likely they're going to keep increasing. Now, either way, with Forex or stocks, it's a gamble in a way. But if you do your research, you can actually do your research on a lot of companies, on, on these things. Now, when I can do my research, I can look at the balance sheet. I can look at their assets. I can see all of these things. It makes me feel better. Whereas Forex, I couldn't tell you what you were supposed to research. I know you're supposed to look at the news and see, but really. So I just feel like the Forex is a higher risk, basically. And if you was looking for something quick, Forex is quicker with the money, because you can gain some money and you can lose that money real quick. So, in stocks, you have to sit in there for a couple years. That's if you're not doing day trading. I don't know nothing about day trading, but as far as stocks, it's better to stay in there a couple years, get some dividends, get some, and let your money build up. So for me, I like that, because that's not something I have to sit up there each morning. Because also with the Forex, you gotta be up in the morning. You gotta be up early. I was struggling with it because I'm not a morning person. I'm a late night person. So getting up early in the morning was a struggle for me, to make sure I catch these signals, because I'm like, I ain't know all it. Like, I gotta be up. The stock market is just a little bit more hands off. Forex, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more hands off than what it was. Stock market, I mean, you can be as aggressive if you want. If you want to do that 24/7, then it's different. But as a little side thing, you know, a little bit more lax, and I like that, okay? Because you let it sit there for a couple years. Basically, Forex, I'm not saying it is a scam. I don't believe Forex itself is a scam. I believe that it takes a while for you to build up that skill to figure out the strategies that works for you. I didn't have that type of time to figure out the strategies that worked for me. And I didn't have that, you know, the system I needed to really guide me and help me the way that I wanted to be guided and helped. And then on top of that, it was a dislike that I had to recruit people to stop paying the fee. And they gonna say, because I've had somebody tell me that, oh, you don't have to recruit. That's true, you don't have to recruit. But again, if you don't want to pay the fee, then guess what you're gonna do? Recruit. And I don't have no problem with recruiting. My thing is, I just feel like I should be recruiting once I know what I'm doing so I can help out the next person. Why am I recruiting someone when I don't even know what I'm doing? I don't even know if this works. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's not recruiting itself. It is the fact of how quickly, you know, and I got to keep paying this fee, plus to actually be able to put it into the market myself, plus pay the fee. At the time, I couldn't do it. Would I do it now? I still wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't, me personally. Now, if I knew how to do it myself, I would still be in the Forex market. If I figured it out, yes, I would. But as a part of the group, I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't. So that was a dislike. Again, I lost money. Getting up, you have to be up early for that. I guess it was the communication. Yeah, so those were my main concerns. Again, I'm not bashing Forex itself. I honestly do think there's of course, somebody out there making money off of Forex. Come on now. Like, somebody out there got the strategy and they making that money. Again, I was just looking for more of a, you know, in every group, like I said, it's subgroups. So every group isn't the same. You might get the group that really communicates with you, really, really, like they had an individual, like, you know, really. But again, the groups are so big and y'all spaced out in everywhere, not even in the same state. So it kind of was hard for the group I was in. Like I said, my experience won't be everybody else's experience. I hope this was beneficial to you guys. If you do want to try Forex, please try Forex if that's what you can. If you have the means to do so, then do it and build your own perspective on it. Okay, you guys, I hope I answered all your questions you might have. If you have some more questions, go ahead and comment in the comment section. I will be responding to them. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And even if you disagree with me, you can definitely still comment that. I know Forex is a big thing right now. Tell me what you think. Hey, whatever. I just hope you guys have a wonderful day. Be blessed. Stay prayed up and be the best you can be. Bye.